kick it and go.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Super Bowl Sunday. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, it's been 12 of the longest months ever since Super Bowl 54 took place downstate in Miami, and the world has certainly changed an awful lot in that time. But tonight, for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and what a matchup we have in store. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, we know how difficult it is to go back-to-back in the NFL. Few have succeeded in doing so. But here are the Kansas City Chiefs, champions of the AFC yet again, trying to lift that Lombardi trophy.
Remember, this is a franchise that played in the first ever Super Bowl. Then they ended up winning Super Bowl IV, which was 50 years prior to winning Super Bowl 54. They didn't want to wait another 50 years, so they went ahead and made it back this year. What a great run for this Kansas City team.
Meanwhile, the Buccaneers are back in the Super Bowl for just the second time in franchise history. And I know one thing, they'd love a repeat of that first appearance.
Would they ever? That was 2003 in San Diego, and it was Super Bowl 37. They were the underdogs coming in against the Oakland Raiders, and they flogged the Raiders in that game, 48-21. You know what I remember most about that? John Gruden was the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he'd previously been the head coach of the Oakland Raiders. And during practice leading up to the game, he would play scout team quarterback and tell the defense all the characteristics and mannerisms of the Raiders quarterback, Rich Gannon, and had his defense totally prepared. And boy, did they play well and won their first Super Bowl title.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
7-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Play action, now it's Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Room past the 20. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10, right at the 30. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there, and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
11-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now Bell, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Just the 1st quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Chris Jones on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been opened up lanes for your runners.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Buccaneers.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. These two teams all tied after one. Second down at 4. Now a play fake. Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Tano Passanio. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
7 yards, the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Back at the 37-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Now a first down carry by Bell. Levante David in on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 34. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A screen to Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First down, Kansas City.
play action. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Devin White leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Mahomes took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
9 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Now pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55.
3rd down.
A reminder coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of the Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have the Chiefs' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Chiefs.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Bell, the ball
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 35-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got Watkins on the out route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Mahomes firing complete, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
First down, Chiefs.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Tackled by Ndamukong.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Buccaneers' 22-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And 5 yards.
Now Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much. It's a combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Jones, the ball carrier.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. A little juke. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Buccaneers, first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
At the 33
on 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 26.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that game, maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette.
Brady's pass.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Buccaneers 24.
CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest,
1st down.
and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl. Those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
It's a gain
ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
At the Buccaneers' 40-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. Complete to tight end Kelsey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
The 1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes to throw once more. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and
call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, the pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or... And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
35-yard line.
On the delay, Jones. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Brady. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on football.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
To Evans on the slant. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in. Create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw, Brady. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 10. A minute 4 on the clock. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in the Super Bowl. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Back to throw, Mahomes. Now a desperation. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw is Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and now it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Mahomes to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
For Kansas City.
Are on this one. And that should just about do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.